The O Cannabis Conference and Expo returns to Toronto June 1st through the 3rd, and there's still some good booth locations available. This exciting event is free for cannabis retailers and will feature Tommy Chong receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award at the O Cannabis Industry Awards. For more information about exhibiting or to register to attend, go to ocannabis.com. That's OCANNABIZ.com.
Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, capital markets analyst and host of your Cannabis Business Podcast. Back with us is Rohit Srivastava, Chief Investment Officer and Portfolio Manager with Sarojin Banu Fund, to give us a weekly market update with our AI-based Cannabis Index. Has technical analysis with predictive analytics. Rohit, thanks for being back with us.
Thank you, Josh, for having me. The regular disclaimer we have that this is all for entertainment, this is all for learning. We're not giving any financial advice. We're not asking you to invest in any of these stocks. We're just giving you our views. The things which we talk about usually is the cannabis index, which is very similar to the VIX. It only gives an idea about where the market is going, the cannabis market is going in general. And this is the index which we established at the inception about like 6-8 months now ago, and this is where it is right now, which is it was trying to get a support at 310 and was a maybe that it would get support. It looks like it is a very strong support. It recovered way up now on that, and but from the cash flow perspective, you see that there was a huge cash come in during the end of the March, and there is a little bit of sell-off, which is pretty normal in the sense like that some of the people might be trying to get their gains out of it. So that's where it is. But I still feel that I think the market is reasonably good at this point, and we should we should be considering this as a positive market at this point. From the buy and sell perspective, from the AI-based cannabis index perspective, we are about 61% ahead from the inception, and we are about 30% year-to-date gain this year. And we bought a bunch of stocks during this time from the last time till this time. We probably bought like 5 of them. And where we stand right now, this is where we were last week, and this is where we are this week. And you see that not just our index, but all the indexes have basically gained over in the last 1 week. And for our viewers who are thinking, oh my God, that's only 3.16%, and look at MJ and POTX, they have like such great gains. But if you look at the overall gains, we basically believe in slow and steady and having a consistent growth versus trying to get the losses, which they have about. MJ has about 27% negative, 27% loss in year to date, and 35% loss in POTX. So yes, we did not gain this last week as much as those two did, but overall we did a lot better than that. So overall, it looks like it's a great support. We sold 4 of them, but we still have 5 of the stocks which we hold, and we have an overall gain of about 30% this year to date. That's all I have for you, Josh, today. But I just want to make a general comment about the market that from the market perspective, the market looks like a very overbought market. From the all-time lows, we were just talking before this that it is about 35% gain from the all-time lows, which is in the mid-March. And this sounds like a very optimistic market. And I would be just holding some caution, even though some of the indicators which look like people have taken out money, it could be a signal of, we have taken out money, now we don't care about the market anymore. Or it could be a signal of, yes, let's take some gains. We'll get back in the market when the market will become a little bit more reasonable. So it could mean either of them, and the market is still volatile. Not as volatile as we saw like a month ago, but it's still a little bit relatively volatile. And that's what my take is at this point. But overall, we will see in the next 2 days if any. We are holding 9 stocks at this point from the index perspective. So usually when we are holding 9 stocks, it's a good indicator that the market is in the upside, but it could sell any day. Like I have not seen the results today, but it could sell today, it could sell tomorrow, it could sell Friday. But that's where we are at this point.
Quite the turnaround from February when we didn't hold any. We were just all in cash. So
that's correct.
We do play a little bit more conservative, as you can see from the returns comparing POTX and MJ. We didn't have as high of a return, but that's because we don't take as much risk. We don't need to. We did have Wall Street having a lot of earnings reports last week, and I know that Aurora Cannabis has already written off $1 billion. There's a few more write-offs coming up, so not too great on that front. And then Canopy is going to have a 1-to-12 reverse stock split. So I think that's going to entice some short sellers to jump in the game and beat that stock down even more than it already has been. But one thing that I found interesting was the cash flow indicator, how it popped like 500% and then came right back down. So I wasn't sure if that was individuals playing, the individual equity card and being less risk averse, playing it a little bit more risky. And then now they've taken their cash out and or gone back into an index. I'm not really sure where the money play is at, but it definitely looks like people are kind of playing right now, and it is overbought.
That's right. Yeah, I would agree with that.
So yeah, overall the market, it looks enticing. I've been telling people that if they feel like gambling since Vegas is closed, dollar cost averaging is a decent strategy. Throw a little bit in, and as the stocks go down, you can buy more, and obviously less as the price goes up. But I think now is a pretty good time to jump in if you feel like gambling. Our returns are phenomenal. So I think maybe if we haven't reached the bottom, it's still a value play at this point.
I would agree. Yeah.
But we're going to have to wait and find out. Yeah. All right. So with that, we're going to roll this one up. I want to thank my guest, Rohit Srivastava, Chief Investment Officer and Portfolio Manager with Sarojin Banu Fund. Thanks for being back with us.
Thanks for having me, Josh.
I'm Josh Kincaid. This is The Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't. And I'm out.
Hi, it's Justin Benton, host of the Miracle Plant podcast, where we discuss this miracle plant that goes by so many names and how it's helping people in so many extraordinary ways. So if you love this plant and you want to hear a story that tugs on those heartstrings and learn more about this plant, then head on over to the Miracle Plant podcast. You'll be glad you did.